Hi YouTube, you can call me Protus, and today we'll be playing Warfare 1917. This game is credited to Armor Games and Con Artist, one of the greatest Flash developers of all time. You definitely know him through The Last Stand. If you don't know him through The Last Stand, please watch my Last Stand videos. They are pretty good, in my opinion. Okay, I don't know if I've ever played this game before. I assume I have. I've played way too many Flash games growing up. We're going to go through the British campaign. It's allegedly the hard mode. This game was released in 2008, so it's 17 years old this year. Okay, I don't know any of the controls to this game. Okay, I assume we're going to get like a brief tutorial. This is the left side of the map. This is the right side of the map. We are the right side because we are the Germans. Okay, so do we get to control these guys at all? I don't believe we do. So the British have a dug-in fighting position, so let's go ahead and call in some grenadiers. Okay, they're pushing forward. We seem to be taking them out pretty handily. Let's go ahead and send out some more infantrymen. Okay, we're assaulting on their position. Their morale seems to be pretty low. No, their morale is decently high, but they have a low territory. It's gonna take me a little bit to actually like read these bars here. Oh my god, we hit a landmine. I don't think we can really call them IEDs. That's not really like a popularized term at this point. That's more of a modern implementation. I don't know what this is. Okay. I don't know what this is yet. I'm not going to lie. Okay, we have upgrades available. Let's go for infantry. All infantry armed with rifles will inflict more damage. Easy day. Let's go for that. We'll call in some more infantry as well, if we can. Okay, we seem to be holding our ground pretty well. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually played this game before. I assume I have. I've played so very many Flash games growing up. Can I... Okay, this is me controlling who stays in the bunker and who leaves. Makes sense to me. Very well. You don't want to push all your guys up at once? Okay, awesome. Okay, that wasn't too hard. I assume it will get significantly harder going forward. It was just the first battle. Alright, awesome. We did great. Alright, we unlocked the machine gunner, and we have some upgrades we can use. So I already put what looks to be 1 point in this already. Alright, additional reinforcements, 10% faster, and then 15% faster. Okay, so you can only do the one upgrade at a time. Makes sense. So we do have a point in here. I wonder if that's 15%. Oh, okay. Some of them also cost more than one. That makes sense to me. I wonder if this is 15% on top of the 10% bonus. I hope it is. All right, we made a little ground. Let's keep pushing. Again, the German campaign is supposed to be the hard mode, just because they are the losing side in this conflict, as it were. I'm not a massive history buff. I do wish I knew more. I kind of sadly don't. All right, we're gonna have our machine gunners hold position for now, and we're just gonna build up a good large amount. You can only have 3 troops. It looks like here. Not troops, sorry, three fire teams in this bunker at a time. So we're going to just hold the 3. Okay, and then we're going to push up our... Ooh, they seem to have some type of fire support. Unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and push up our 2 normal fire teams, and we're gonna leave our machine gunners in the rear. At least that's the intention. Did I think I did that. Okay, we're gonna continue to push up with our fire teams. Let's go ahead and push our grenadiers and our normal rifleman squad forward. We have a couple alive up here in the front lines. We have a bunch of backup on the way. Okay, we're gonna wait for another group of machine gunners to be trained up. Ooh, they have a machine gunner out. That's a little unfortunate. Oh, look at that. We seem to be doing great. Alright, we're gonna push all of our guys forward. It's not the best tactical move, but in a situation like this, we're already winning by an overwhelming majority. There we go. Yeah, it was nice and easy. Alright, we unlocked officers. Officers are basically going to allow us to strengthen our men through confidence and leadership. Alright, we don't have any air support yet, or sorry, fire support. Air support's not necessarily a thing yet. I know it's nice to increase these. You can't level them up more than once. Ooh, our machine gun team has been trained. Okay. I'm gonna save up for that. Not right now. I will get this though. Machine gun being entrenched seems helpful to me. We're gonna increase our gas for now. Even though we don't have it yet, we'll eventually have it, right? So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Alright, like I said, we unlocked officers. Officers are gonna give our troops a damage bonus. Let's start with another group of machine gunners. It is nice to look at the battlefield before you start. They have a couple people already entrenched. We're gonna leave them to their devices. And then we're gonna save up for an officer. We're gonna let him stay in the trench with our machine gunners. Okay. Let him stay in the back line, and then we're gonna train up a couple groups of infantrymen, and we're gonna push them forward to this next hole. Okay, unfortunately they do have mortars coming in. We're gonna go ahead and push our riflemen in. Oh, dude, they took out all of our machine gunners except one. That's so unfortunate. Let's train up some more machine gunners then. We can hold more. We're gonna push up our last machine gunner, unfortunately. So, this is pretty typical in real life scenario. You will have one guy with a machine gun out of the fire team. Yeah, they seem to be building up a pretty big force already. We're gonna go ahead and push in our grenadiers. And then we're gonna go ahead and push our riflemen up immediately after. And then we're gonna go ahead and train up another group of riflemen, and then we're gonna save up for another group of machine gunners, and we're gonna hold this trench until the machine gunners get here. Push up these guys, and then push up one group of infantrymen, save up for our grenadiers. Not our grenadiers, sorry, machine gunners. Unfortunately, these guys are gonna get absolutely smoked, I know that, but I'm, sacrifice I'm willing to make and whatnot. All right, go ahead and push one group in, push the officer forward, and then we're gonna push the grenadiers out of here. And then we are going to send in another group of machine gunners. Yeah, they seem to have an officer as well. Alright. Absolutely took him down. Alright, we're going to go ahead, come in here, and save up. We're not going to spend anything just yet. Get some more grenadiers, and then after this, we're going to go for a full-on assault. And we're going to send in everyone we have. And then send all these guys in. They're going to get replaced, and then we're going to send in this group. And then we're going to start building our back line. That's unfortunate. Kind of the nature of the beast, though, right? I like to think I'm decent at games like this. I'm not going to stress it too bad. Like, we're still, very early days, and I don't know what works and what doesn't work just yet. I think we could take out one entrenched officer, right? Come on, take them out before they get entrenched. Oh, no, that's not good for me. Alright, we're going to go ahead and push in these guys. Push in these guys, and then push in the back line behind them. Okay, we won anyway. We didn't even need the back line. Very nice. I think we're doing quite well. Okay, we can spend that last upgrade point. Very well. We have mortars as fire support. We're going to go ahead and grab this upgrade for... Ooh. Plus 30% damage for our normal infantrymen. Yeah, we want more entrenched damage with our machine gunners. That's going to help us build up a bigger backline earlier on. Let's go and start with a group of machine gunners, and then we'll save up for an officer. Oh no, we probably should have sent in some infantrymen to start with. Let's send in some infantry immediately after. Hopefully I don't push too far forward, and hopefully they can't kill my machine gunner before he gets in his hole. Nah, we're good. Send in another group of infantrymen, and then we'll have those two groups of infantrymen start pushing in when we have our officer. They already have mortar support. Little annoying. Not gonna stress it though. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and hold the line actually. Unfortunately, our machine gunner already died. So we'll save up for another machine gunner before we push in. Ooh, let's go ahead and send in more infantry actually. We're getting a little low. More infantry, more infantry. Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and call in some fire support right on top of their trench. I don't think where you aim is really gonna help you or not help you. I think it's more of a matter of the game giving you decent RNG. Probably could have waited. Oh yeah, I definitely should have waited. That's my own fault. I'm gonna get that officer killed, I know I am. I'm kind of surprised he's not dead yet. Okay, unfortunately, this group of infantry is gonna have to get pushed back. I know they're all infantry, right? I'm gonna call our basic infantry just infantry for now. Alright, this one's definitely a little harder than it has been, but it's not unsustainable, right? Like they are gaining some ground, unfortunately, just due to how many people they're sending in. Ah, come on, dude. They got mortars again. Makes sense. No, like it does. They sent in mortars a little bit earlier than I did. They're just now getting it back, so can't be upset with that. I'm gonna go ahead and call in some more machine gunners. Okay. Actually, full on, push. Go to the next hole. Oh, dude, we lost the officer. Definitely wasn't my best strategy yet. I'm not upset by it, though. I really want to push. Our morale is low. Oh, that's not good. I actually don't know how to build that, and I don't know how that affects our troops. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and push in. I'm going to buy another officer. All right, there we go. And we're going to hold this next trench. Come on, get in the trench, get in the trench. Yeah, there we go. All right, and then we're going to build up a good group. We're going to go ahead and send in this officer to the next trench. Get some more machine gunners to hold the back line. Come on, officer, you gotta hurry your pace. You can't be outside that hole for too long. Oh, if I lose that guy, I lose a pretty big damage bonus. Alright, go ahead and send an officer to this next hole, and then the goal is grab an infantry group, send them all to this hole, and then push everyone all at once. Go to officer, no longer. Pretty sure this star dictates, not dictates, sorry, it shows whether or not, ooh, that's not good. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start pushing in. I know it's a little unfortunate. I'm gonna go and call our mortars here. Yeah, unfortunately we lost a guy. It's always good to be calling guys in this whole time while you're waiting. Alright. Oh, that's so unfortunate, but I think we still win. There we go. That was scary right at the end. These guys are getting blown to smithereens and they're still celebrating. So they killed more of our guys. They killed more of our guys, but we still won just because we're better than them, essentially. Okay, we actually got no upgrades from that at all. Not even a little bit. We're going to keep pushing the line. It's going quite well. We unlocked artillery. You probably saw that. Let's go ahead and start buying some infantry. Then we'll buy an officer and some machine gunners. Alright, got an officer on the way. And we'll save up for our machine gunner. Okay, they seem to be blowing themselves up. So this is the morale bar, this one here. I don't know what happens when it reaches 0. I assume you lose, but I don't know. Okay, we have a second officer coming. I don't believe having more officers actually helps give more damage to the same group of people. I don't believe that's how it works. So we're going to go ahead and send in this line of riflemen here. Leave the 2 officers. They just take longer to train. Did I accidentally send out my machine gunners? I think I did. That's so unfortunate. Alright, go ahead and send in one of the officers with these guys. We're fighting over that trench now. That's what's happening. So we're going to go ahead and drop mortars on top of these guys, hopefully. No? God dang it. That's kind of luck of the draw, and it's my fault. Alright, no worries, no worries. We do have an upgrade. Let's see what we can do with that. 15% boost to morale. I can see how that's useful. We're going to hold up for now, and we're going to save up for this 30% damage increase. It's quite expensive. There we go. Alright, go ahead and push our guys in. I know it's not advantageous right now, but we're going to push up to this next hole. We have a lot more guys up here than they do, so we're taking that next hole. All right, hole is full occupancy. This one's coming up on it. And then we're going to push as like one mass front, and then we're going to start building a back line again. Oh, okay, never mind. Hold on. We're going to let that take effect, and then we'll figure it out. God. Alright, we're going to go ahead and call in fire support all the way back here. Just because screw them. Okay, also calling in fire support doesn't put the other fire support on delay. Alright, we need to go and start calling guys in. I know. I don't want to, but there we go. I know we could take guys down through that. Let's go ahead and start calling in mortars here too. Unfortunately, they're also doing that to us. Alright, and then we're going to start building a back line as well. Alright, let's go ahead and start calling in our next group of machine gunners. Unfortunately, these guys are most likely going to die. Like a horrible, horrific death. He's making it pretty far. He's going to die. Yeah. It's made it a lot further than I thought. Just going to push our grenadiers forward. Push this group of machine gunners forward. And these riflemen forward as well. I think we might win, actually. No, not quite. Alright, we did reset them entirely, though. Not upset by that. We're going to get another officer for this hole. Okay. We're entrenched. I'm not too worried about these guys pushing up that early. Did they just kill themselves? I think they killed themselves with gas. Huh. Because we don't have gas yet. So that's unfortunate for them, I suppose. Alright, we're going to save up for our machine gunners, and then we're going to push them forward, grab another group of machine gunners, and then push them forward as well. Put some mortarmen right here. Not mortarmen, sorry. Aw, they pushed forward too quick for me. Alright, push this group of machine gunners forward. They only have like 3 gunners out right now, so I'm not going to stress it. Yeah, and then grab another group of machine gunners for this hole, and then we'll push everyone together again. Alright, once this group of infantry comes on from the right side, we'll push everyone to the next hole, and then everyone from this hole to the next. So go ahead and push in everyone, and start pushing everyone from here. Alright, and then grab an officer to start filling in their spots. Then also start striking them with fire support. Push this guy to the next hole, and then we'll save it for machine gunners to do the same with them. I don't know why they pushed up. That was so stupid of them. I think we win now, just automatically. Even though we're... Oh my god. Yeah, even though we're winning, it's very important that we hold position. Just in case something crazy like that happens. Our morale is tanking. Alright, let's go ahead and call in some mortars right in their position. It should help us. We're going to call in another group of machine gunners, and then we're going to go ahead and push these 2 guys forward. No, we're not. Oh, dude, we should have held them back. I think we might lose through morale at this point. Can I grab more morale? I think I'm going to do it. I don't know if that's going to help us or not. It probably won't help us mid-game. That's way too many people to fight. I wish you can call them back. I know that they're at the breaking point. That's so many. That's so many people. Alright. They're all dead. We're just going to hold position for now. Okay. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. That's so cheap. Yeah, they're just pushing in a couple guys. Yeah, we're gonna push these guys straight through, and we're gonna grab a 3rd group of machine gunners to entrench. No, we should grab an officer. Alright, we're gonna let our morale build up. Okay, they called in gas on us. That's not good. Alright, there we go. Calling an officer. It sucks that we did lose people from that. I seem to have a sniper here. Let's mortar him. Dude. That's so lame. Okay. You do lose if you run out of morale. That makes sense. Okay, so these are good versus entrenched. Okay. I'm gonna hope he placed it somewhere in here and he's just gonna miss all of his shots. So these are the guys that are gonna be good against the entrenched people. I should have read that better. I forget games like this are usually labeled pretty good. This guy's probably also really good against entrenched people. So let's go ahead and send these 2 people forward. Send all of these people in, and then if they try to... Yep, they're going to go ahead and try to push. Amazing. Okay, so these are the infantry, or just the riflemen. Alright, go and get some more. Push these bad boys in. Alright, we seem to be doing good. They're going to blow us up at the end. I know they are, because that's what happened last time. So I'm not going to be upset when it happened. Did that guy just run across the trench? Oh my god. Wait, I watched that. He just ran across the trench. That's so funny. Okay, that was a lot easier that time. Okay, we got the sniper now. Amazing. Okay, I think we're gonna fight some things that we aren't quite ready for. Let's go and start sending in some machine gunners. Look what we have to deal with. Okay, they have 2 lines of trenches, which is fine. Send in some infantry, and we're gonna send in our entrenched people, the people that are good against entrenched. That's what we're gonna call them. Yeah, they're moving into the next hole. And once we have these people here, we're gonna go ahead and push these 3, and then we're gonna start building a back line. We're gonna call in some officers, or rather, an officer. Oh my god, they're blowing us to pieces. My fault. All right, we're calling in an officer. Then we're gonna call in more of the. What are these pronounced as? Stormtroopen? I'm gonna call them stormtroopers because I assume that's what that means. Stormtroopen. All right, we're gonna call mortar on this back line. It's fine, even if they push up a little bit. Not gonna stress it too much. Okay, we're gonna let these guys hang here for just a second. We'll call some more in as reinforcements. Ooh, we got some bad backline of people here as well. All right, we're gonna call in a sharpshooter as well, a sniper. Right, we're gonna push everyone forward. We're gonna look what we can do. We're gonna save up for this some more. Actually, hold on. Let me see that. Are you able to supply us with tanks much faster? Officers provide even greater leadership. Dude, that's pretty tight. We might go with the tanks though. Tanks sound pretty tight. I assume that's what this one is. Very nice. Stop them from entrenching? No, not at all. That's right. Half of these guys are really good at dealing with entrenched people, right? That's what I was reading. Alright, hell, okay. Grenade. Hey, that dealt with a good amount of them. I've been calling people in, right? I have a sniper. Alright. Alright, we're calling in fire support right here. Don't let them push. Don't let them push. Start calling in fire support. Do it on that back line, too. Calling an officer. Push this guy forward. What is this group again? I can't even tell. I'm sorry. I want this trench. Yeah, take the trench, take the trench. No! Alright, calling some infantry. Alright, push these 2 groups forward. I want that trench. Oh, dude, I wish they would just take it. Sniper v sniper. No, his sniper's down! Take the trench, take the trench. Yeah, we have the trench. Alright, we've pushed everything forward now. Unless they want to call in danger close right here. Officer, you need to take that trench too, dude. You're gonna get slammed out, brother. Alright, very nice, very nice. We're gonna push in this group. Oh, I should have held my ground. I really thought they were gonna take longer to push up. Someone throw a frag in there. Take that machine gunner out. Yeah. Alright, and then we're gonna immediately push out of here. I know there are people that are probably gonna blow us up. No, okay, we just win. Amazing. Alright, look at that. See, it's some levels are gonna be pretty hard. Others, not so much. We have anti-tank, very well, and gas. Okay. Amazing. So let's go ahead and get this tank reinforcement. We don't have tanks yet. I understand that. But we have it for when we need. I'm assuming we're about to deal with tanks as an enemy. Let's go and start with some machine gunners. Okay. This is anti-tank. That's gas. Okay, we're good when we're entrenched as machine gunners. So we're gonna call in an officer to add more damage. I hear the tank. I hear a tank. Ooh, that's unfortunate, but he did nothing to us. Call in more machine gunners. Yeah, that's not fun to deal with, so I'm not gonna deal with it. No, I'm just gonna wait for my anti-tank to come into effect. Here. I assume that's far enough forward. Hey, I didn't even mean to kill that guy. I assume eventually it's gonna actually hit him. Oh. We're gonna push everyone forward just for fun. Call in some mortars right here. I assume it has to do damage to them eventually. Oh, I accidentally locked the trench. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, we're pushing gas back here. Hopefully our troops don't kill the tank too fast, you know? Alright, anti-tank right here, because that's where the tank is. And we're pushing infantry into this back line. They're throwing so many frags at it. I know they're not frags, but that's what I'm calling them. That tank has a good amount of health. Like a healthy amount of health. It's unfortunate, actually. Alright, they have a backline. Okay. We're gonna call in some artillery fire on it. We're gonna call in some more stormtroopers. Alright, there we go. Now we're pushing everyone forward. That's what I assume is their main force, is that tank, just to show it off. Okay, this is still getting bombarded. Not a big fan. I assume our friendlies can take damage from our support, because they die from gas. I assume they're gonna call something in here, but if not, I think we win. Yeah, we win. Amazing. We're so good at this game, guys. We're unfortunately good at this game. Even though I lost a level. Alright, we have a tank. Really cool. We only have a couple levels left. Alright, start with the tank. Start with the tank. Start with the tank. We got a tank coming in. They have a tank coming in as well. However, I have a strategy. Yeah, stormtroopers. Alright, we have no trenches to speak of. So we're also going to call in a sharpshooter next. Oh my god, they're all dead. I did not mean to call in the officer. I'm so stupid. That's annoying. I think they need to call in things like way, oh my god, faster than me. Oh. What do I do? Start taking this guy out. Guy in the back line. Sharpshooter, sorry. Frick, bro. God, that's not at all what I thought I was about to have to deal with. Yeah, we're weak versus fire support. Oh my god. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Enemy morale is low? Dude, we're so good. We have a sniper and a tank, and we're going to call in a second tank, I think. What we're going to do. We have normal fire support. We're going to call that in the back. We're going to grab another tank in a second here. Because I think whenever we go to summon any of these guys, it's going to reset that timer. Our poor little guy. He didn't want that. He didn't want that to happen. Okay, we have another tank, though. Yeah, and morale. Right, we have more anti-tank. We're going to call in some infantry. We're going to hold them right here, and we're going to blast them with anti-tank. Oh my god, they have another. That's alright. That's alright. I'm not going to stress it. It's going to suck. We're going to lose a tank on our first go around. He seems to actually be holding up pretty good, I'm not going to lie. Not too good, but he's holding up. We're going to call in some artillery fire on this guy. We do, in fact, have another tank. They unfortunately sent gas to our backline. Sweet. Alright, that gas is clearing up. We're going to send in some machine gunners. Unfortunately, we don't get to entrench anywhere. Would have been nice, but... Alright. Oh god, they pushed up further than I thought. Alright, seems to have a direct fire. We're going to save this anti-tank for right now. This guy can't have too much health left. We're actually doing way better than I thought we were. We're way better than I thought we were going to, rather. We're gonna keep spamming infantry. Our morale seems pretty high. Enemy surrendered. Yeah, look at that. Little XP. Still, we haven't leveled up in a while. I think we need to drag the fights out longer if we wanted to show like half of this off. But I think the tank upgrade did help a little bit. Again, we're gonna start out with another tank. The very second the game loads. Like that. They obviously have a tank coming. You can hear it in the loading screen. Alright, we're gonna grab some more stormtroopers as well. Tank? I know tanks can navigate trenches, I just don't know what this animation's gonna look like. I wonder if he's just gonna drive right over it. Yeah, okay. Cool. Cool if you can entrench the tank. Wouldn't make much sense, like... Wouldn't make too much sense, rather. It would make sense. Alright, we're gonna go and push our 2 stormtroopers in as well, and a group of riflemen. Hopefully they don't have any, landmines. We're gonna save this anti-tank for a second. Can I save the anti-tank? I don't think I can really do much about it. Send in this group of infantry, please. No. I didn't accidentally... I called the anti-tank on myself on accident. Brother. Brother, no. Hold on. I'm not gonna restart. I'm confident. I can win. It was stupid of me. I'm sorry. Blue on blue hurt my morale, clearly. But, whoops. You know, that's all I got. My bad. I'm gonna call in gas right there, too. Screw them. That's... Oh, that really sucks. I didn't... Oh, what? They were fine with the gas? That sucks. Alright, tank's about to die. Oh, dude, they surrendered way quicker. Yeah, I wish you could... You know, my fault. That's all I gotta say about that one. That's my fault. We're gonna let our guys fight this tank naturally. We're not gonna use... We're not even gonna select the anti-tank this time. And we're gonna save up for that next tank, like I said. Dude, we're blowing that thing to smithereens. That makes sense. We would carry a lot of our grenades on us like that. I'm really forgetting the model of this grenade off the top of my head. Right, we are gonna call in mortar fire here. Alright, just a second too late. I should have called it a little further up. It doesn't even matter, they're all dead. About to have a second tank on the field. We have a second tank on the field. We're gonna call in anti-tank right here, and then gas, same position. Ah. Darn, whatever. We have more stormtroopers. The grenades do a good amount of damage. I will say that. They do a good amount of damage to our guys. To our tanks. It'd be cool if we could have, like, battlefield freaking mechanics out here. Repairing them as they go. Yeah, we don't have any, support to call in on this. Unfortunate, but it's fine. We're gonna save up for a third tank. That's what we're gonna do. This one is about to fall. I'm not worried about it, though. It's gonna hurt our morale quite a bit. We're gonna call in artillery right on this guy. Oh, our other tank has been getting hit by their small arms this entire time. No, small arms, sorry. Their call for fires has been hitting our tank. Alright, their tank's gone. Our morale is up. We're calling in another tank. Alright, we're gonna call in this here and this here as well. Very well. It's gone? We blew it up like that. We have guys in the back line here? No, we don't. Okay. Figured it took a while to call that tank in, so... Dude, we are destroying them just with the stormtroopers and tanks alone. We're gonna just call gas in right there. Right, pushing these stormtroopers. They're about to surrender. They can't send anyone in. They're gonna surrender. Hopefully that doesn't hurt our guys. No! No! It was gone! Guys, don't die. They all died. I should have waited half a second, dude. Ah, darn. Whatever. I mean, not whatever. It sucks that we, like, blue on blued again, but... Okay, well, our tanks are about to kiss. I think our tank's about to win it for us anyway. This is kind of funny looking. Alright, calling in this and this. Anti-tank and freaking mortar fire. I think I could call that a little better in the future. Not that there's going to be much of a future. They surrendered. If you enjoyed watching me play Warfare 1917, thank you for watching. I had a really good time playing this game. I'm pretty sure I've played it before. Unfortunately, we did take a couple losses. This is the hard mode of the game. Both of our losses being through morale, which is really unfortunate. One of which was because I blew on blued literally immediately. I guess you could say red on red. We read it on red. Oh my god, we called in double the tanks than we did snipers. Twice as many. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please click the video in the end card, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys.